Wow. The comparison between the two is actually crazy. On the left, you got the original Batman, and on the right, you have on the new one on the right is how I felt when I was a kid when I was playing the one on the left. Hello, and I'm really excited for today's video because we're going to be exploring something really close to my childhood, which was these Lego Batman games. I'm very excited. Today, the internet seems to absolutely love it because you can tell, I mean, it's been trending and it looks pretty good. I mean, this is only past 24 hours. Let's look at the last month. Yeah, no, I mean, the internet's loving this. Yeah, the quality in this game for a Lego game is amazing. Like the graphic fidelity. Never thought I'd be saying that for a Lego game. All right, but we're gonna watch this video comparing the old game to the new game because I'm just so excited. Like it's been so long, and I'm excited to see exactly how. Because we're watching some 4K references, but this is gonna take it to more of a nostalgia. Anyways, let's let the video play.
If you remember beating up bad guys, driving the Batmobile around Gotham, and swapping Batsuits, then you grew up playing the classic LEGO Batman trilogy. But now, TT Games have released a modern-day follow-up with LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. And in this video, we're going to be comparing it to the original games to highlight the similarities, differences, and changes between them, and try to figure out whether the new game holds up to the originals. And in case you're worried about spoilers, I'm only going to be showing footage from the first half of the new game. So let's begin by comparing the gameplay. Now in terms of core gameplay, all three of the original LEGO Batman games followed the classic Traveler's Tales formula that had already been established in LEGO Star Wars. You run around smashing small objects into studs, building LEGO pieces to solve puzzles, switching between characters to use special abilities, and fighting enemies. Across the entire original trilogy, the actual combat never became especially deep. It's mostly light melee combo attacks.
If they made the combat like the Batman Arkham games, I'm actually gonna lose my mind. I think they did because I think I saw in the trailer that they did. I totally just forgot about that.
Projectiles, with the real focus always being on puzzle solving and progression. Co-op was also central throughout all three of the games, with the levels being designed around two characters working together. Now, Legacy of the Dark Knight keeps a lot of the core gameplay from the classic trilogy. You still collect studs, smash objects apart, and use them to build contraptions to get past obstacles. Most levels still support the traditional two-player co-op, and quite often you will need the second character's ability to progress, like Jim Gordon's iconic foam gun. There is also a modern LEGO-style party select feature similar to something like the Skywalker Saga, but where this game changes things is the
that was cool. I like that.
Combat, because it borrows heavily from the Arkham games. In fact, Rocksteady Games are the co-developer of this game, which means that the combat now revolves around combos, time counters, gadgets, and
I gotta play this game. No, I actually have to play this game. Yo, that's insane, bro. I just love that combat. Oh my god, it's so good.
Rather than just mashing attacks until enemies explode into studs. Batman can also perch above enemies using the grapple gun, drop down for stealth.
Yo, is it just me or is this game kind of redefining Lego games just by that combat system?
Takedowns. And move around stealth sections in a very Arkham-style way. And just like the Arkham games, you can also unlock new gadgets and upgrades, like the Batclaw and the explosive spray.
Successfully cleared.
Plus, Arkham's detective vision mechanic also makes its way into this game. Basically, if you've ever wanted to play Arkham Asylum,
they got the explosive spray
in a ball pit, then this is the game for you.
Hey, don't get you.
Okay, but this image just perfectly represents what this game does, and I love it.
But despite all that, Legacy of the Dark Knight still keeps its LEGO tone, throwing in plenty of trademark wacky puzzles and set pieces, in addition to these rhythm mini-games, like the one where Batman and Jim Gordon have to reenact the finale of Dirty Dancing, or where Batman and Catwoman blast electric guitars at the Penguin's lair. Also, just to mention, this launch version of the game, at least on PS5, is not without its bugs. I've got no idea what's going on here. Okay, next.
Wait a minute. What is happening to Batman's arms right now? Why are they like 20 feet long? Yo. Am I the only one seeing that?
Not without its bugs. I've got no idea what's going on here. Okay, next up, let's talk about the hub worlds. And this was probably the biggest change across the original trilogy. In the original LEGO Batman, the hubs are relatively small and functional. The Batcave acts as the hero hub while Arkham Asylum acts as the villain hub. They're basically interactive menus where you can access missions and characters, with a few neat Easter.
That part was low-key cool. I really liked that you had a hero hub and a villain hub, because it just did like this world building that no one else was doing at the time. So let's see how they handle that in the new game.
Thrown in. As for Gotham City itself, it's not explorable at all. In the first game, it acts more as a backdrop to the linear levels. Now, LEGO Batman 2 completely changes this by introducing a fully explorable open-world Gotham City, which acts as a massive sandbox hub for the game.
Yo, do you guys remember the fair or the carnival? Yeah, the carnival. Do you guys remember the carnival from this? That was like my favorite thing to do, was just to like go to the carnival and just glide around. Hold on, I bet I can find it.
Sure, it's not as feature-rich as many of its open-world contemporaries, but there are still a bunch of side missions, collectibles, and gold bricks scattered around the city. Plus, you can steal vehicles and use them to run over civilians. I guess Bruce had enough of his #1 rule. This version of Gotham also leans into the 90s movies incarnations with over-the-top gothic architecture and giant statues. Now, as for LEGO Batman 3, it changed directions completely. It abandoned the single open-world city structure and split the game across multiple hubs. You've got the more traditional hubs like the Batcave and the Watchtower, along with these large planet sandboxes that you can fly around. They were clearly trying to be really ambitious with this game,
cool.
but it did result in it feeling quite a bit more fragmented than...
Did y'all play this game? I've heard from some people that this was like their favorite one just because of the scale of it. But for me, I tried getting into it. I didn't think the beginning was very fun, and I didn't really make it this far. I mean, even look at this frame. It's like, this world is really cool. Like, that is really cool. But also look around. There's nothing. There's literally like nothing to do. It's super cool looking atmosphere to fly around and stuff, but what do you do?
To be really ambitious with this game, but it did result in it feeling quite a bit more fragmented than its predecessors. Now, the new game goes back to the LEGO Batman 2 approach of having one large Gotham City hub, but this version of Gotham feels much denser. There are way more cars on the road and more civilians walking.
Yo, you got a health? Is that a health bar? What is that down there? I see 8 hearts, but I also see a line. Is that like my combo meter? Oh, you can spawn in the Batmobile? Yo, I heard this came out on Nintendo. Is it as good on Nintendo as it is on everything else?
Around, and the city itself just feels a lot more busier. Unlike LEGO Batman 2 though, Bruce can't just steal civilians' vehicles anymore, and if you try to attack anyone, he'll just wave at them instead. That doesn't mean I can't push Jim Gordon off the rooftop though. There's also a load of typical side content that you'd expect from a modern open-world superhero game. The main one being these crime events that will pop up all over the map. Most of them are pretty basic and just involve you beating up the bad guys. It's time to stop more crime. Oh god, I tripped and fell in front of the train. The city is all...
Do you guys remember when you would play the Batman Arkham games and you would stumble upon...
The main one.
Do you guys remember when you played the Batman Arkham games and you would stumble upon something like this, and before you even attack them, they'd be talking about like the Batman lore? That was so good, and I don't know how you incorporate that in other games, but it's stuff like that like took the world building to the next level. Like, I genuinely believe that changed like the way I viewed the video game, because it was just so good.
Being these crime events that will pop up all over the map. Most of them are pretty basic and just involve you beating up the bad guys. It's time to stop more crime. Oh god, I tripped and fell in front of the train. The city is also filled with Wayne Tech crates, Riddler puzzles, driving tutorials, and loads of small Easter eggs that are really only just there for gags. Like Batman having a jacuzzi on some guy's balcony, or enjoying a nice beverage from a vending machine.
How is that a gag? That's tough.
The city can also be navigated in a bunch of different ways, and again, this is where the Arkham influence comes through. You can drive around in different Batmobiles and vehicles, zip between the rooftops with a grapple.
Yo, he's zooming. Play that again. He's moving.
Zip between the rooftops with a grapple gun, and glide around the city. Both the grappling and the gliding feel really satisfying.
Okay, so they just made Batman Arkham, but Lego. Am I wrong? This is Batman Arkham Lego.
Just like they did.
This is the Arkham game that I thought I was gonna get after Arkham Knight, but then we said we got that crappy co-op player game. Whatever's Gotham Knights, we got Gotham Knights. And so this is really the next Arkham game to be excited for. It's Lego Batman.
In the Arkham games, and if all else fails, you can just explore Gotham on foot. This iteration of the city also feels like...
I will say the city kind of like, it doesn't have a lot going on, but it feels so alive. Like, take what I was saying about that Green Lantern world in Lego Batman 3. I don't know if anybody y'all played that. But, like, the buses moving around, there's just things doing itself. Makes it feel alive.
Like it's trying to blend in different versions of Gotham together. The map is split across multiple islands, including Tri-Corner, South Island,
literally Batman Arkham,
Central Island, and North Island, with Wayne Manor and the Batcave sitting above the city. Tri-Corner is your starting hub. It feels grimmer and more grounded. South Island is a lot more industrial. Central Island is the built-up modern city center, whilst North Island has a bit more of that older, slightly retro Gotham flavor. And of course, the city is filled with all the iconic locations and trademarks that you'd expect, but I will say this game is not very subtle when it comes to dealing with out-of-bounds areas. Alfred, The core hero hub and its design is inspired by the Burton-era movies. By the time of the second game, the Batcave becomes less central because Gotham City...
What is Robin doing?
City itself effectively becomes the main hub. You still return to the Batcave during the story, but it no longer feels like the heart of the game, mainly because the scale of the world has expanded with Superman and the wider Justice League becoming involved. In Lego Batman 3, the Batcave sees another redesign.
Superman was one of the best parts of that game, so watch your mouth. And even though it was a Batman game, I prefer Batman over Superman, but the ability to fly open world was so fun. Like, I love Batman, but I could, like, gliding off the top building was so fun, but then you had to climb the building again, or, you know, use a save point and load the whole game again. But with Superman, you could just fly around. That was peak. I'm sorry.
It's larger and has a good amount of collectibles and unlockables, but by this point, it's just one of several major hubs. Now, the Batcave in the Legacy of the Dark Knight is easily the most detailed version. More so than ever, it feels like an actual base of operations. And best of all, it actually grows as you progress through the game. You start with a basic cave like the one you see in Batman Begins, but before long, Bruce and Alfred fill it with all the iconic sections you'd expect. We've got the Bat Computer, where you can access logs and take cold calls from the 60s style Bat phone.
Is your refrigerator running? I bet it is. It probably has one of those
Yo, does anybody remember the Batman 60s show? I used to just wake up in the middle of the night and then this would just be playing. Be honest.
But today we're using Google search to find out exactly why.
Hey, it's the Batmobile. Just look.
I am looking. And isn't Robin too much?
Robin.
Welcome to Dunbar's, Batman and Robin. What'll it be today?
We're looking for someone who might be working here. Thelma Timepiece.
Oh, yes, Thelma. Sorry, Batman, you can't win them all. She quit last week. I think she went back to her home.
She said, Batman, you're not risen her up. Can't win them all, Batman. Also, Batman broad daylight eating lunch is crazy.
Town in the Midwest, but I'd be glad to take your order.
I am a little hungry. Of course, Robin. Even crime fighters must eat. And especially you. You're a growing boy and you...
This show, even just looking at it now, seems like it wasn't even real. If somebody convinced me one day that this was a whole Mandela effect and it never even existed, I think I could almost believe it. Just because, like,
Your nutrition.
what am I watching?
Hamburgers, medium rare.
May I recommend bat burgers?
Bat burgers?
Trouble stealing your appetite.
Arrested with our new bat burger. I'm honored by this tribute, miss. 2 bat burgers, medium rare, and 2 glasses of orangeade.
Robin can't order for himself.
Doubles.
Make some more videos on Batman. I personally love Batman. I'm so excited to see that this game looks so good. I feel like I can make an informed purchase now. If you've been thinking about making a purchase or you've been playing the game and loving it, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, this has been day 10 of my daily uploads, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So, peace.